We all know a movie or a group of movies that didn't get the praise it deserved, either because it was released as an independent movie, or it didn't get enough advertising, or it had a limited theater release. That's why I'm going to be starting this series called Under the Radar, recommending movies that you may not have seen or heard of, or movies that are simply underrated. Today, we're going to be looking at a movie called Detour that was released in 2016. Now, don't get this confused with another movie called The Detour. It's just one word, Detour. It's directed and written by Christopher Smith and stars Ty Sheridan, Emery Cohen, and Belle Powley. Detour follows the story of a young law student named Harper who is convinced that his stepfather is the reason his mother is currently in a coma. And in a night of drowning his sorrows in alcohol, he comes across Johnny, who's kind of a redneck hustler, who offers to help kill his stepfather for a reward of $20,000. Now Harper kind of drunkenly agrees to this, but when he wakes up, he realizes he's made a mistake and tries to tell Johnny that he doesn't even remember it. But this doesn't really fly well with Johnny, and he forces Harper to come along with them to kill his stepfather. I loved Ty Sheridan in Mud, and I also loved Emery Cohen in Brooklyn, and it's a very different role for both of them, but these two really give a great acting performance in this movie. And so does Belle Powley, who kind of plays the stripper girlfriend of Johnny, who's kind of scared to death on this road trip they go on. It's a great story because it's told in two different ways. We have the chain of events that's happening from one time, and then the current moment, which is kind of the road trip. And the way these two kind of play out and they slowly start to converge a little bit, it's just a really cool way of telling a different sort of hitman story. Just sort of different than the stuff we see every day, different sort of like assassination stories. There were a few little plot holes or implausibilities, especially when we meet Johnny's boss. He's kind of a pimp drug dealer. There's some sort of miscommunication, and something happens that this pimp drug dealer has to send one of his men out to kill these three characters. And just a few moments of bad timing and bad editing kind of pulled me out of the scene a little bit sometimes. Like, well, I don't want to spoil anything, but like, how did he not know that car was coming, or how did they show up at this time even though this much time has passed? Just, little imperfections like that. But it's still a really good movie. It's very vulgar, very intense, and very violent, but also very well paced and well directed. Especially the cinematography. I had a really fun time just watching this movie and taking in the different colors and the different sets and lighting. Great cinematography for sure. But all in all, I'm going to be giving this movie a 7.5 out of 10. It was pretty solid, other than the few little things the few little imperfections and editing mistakes that I didn't like so much. But other than that, if you like movies like Mud, like the other Ty Sheridan movie, or just a good road trip movie, even though this wasn't really a comedic road trip movie, it was more obviously dramatic and serious, you'll like this movie for sure. Thanks for watching, guys. This is going to be my last video in this cave for a while because I'm excited to be moving to Calgary to start my degree as a film student. So as soon as I can, I'll give you guys a tour of my room and sort of what's going on in that situation, and I'll be making more videos once I get the chance. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and press that subscribe button. If you want me to review a certain movie, leave it in the comments. And if you like this video, hit the thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.